alright, thank you.
Sure?
Yep.
You waiting for anybody?
I ain't, no.
You're not?
No.
What's the reason that you're recording?
I'm not going to answer any questions now.
Sorry?
I'm not going to answer any more questions. I don't need your service.
Okay, I'm just wondering why you're actually standing outside.
Thanks for coming out and talking to me. I do appreciate it, but I don't need your service.
Okay.
Thank you.
You alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
You alright, mate?
How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, how's it going?
Alright.
You auditing, are you?
I might be or I might not, to be honest with you. I don't really wish to engage.
You don't wish to engage?
No.
Okay, what we're going to ask then, we've got some personal vehicles here.
Yeah.
Kindly don't film the personal vehicles, alright?
I'm going to film anything I can see from a public area.
Okay, the reason I say that though is that's more of a courtesy thing.
No, I appreciate it, but I've got to get something in the video, so...
Well, maybe aim for the marked police cars then, because like I said, personal cars not really cool if they don't want
Normal cars, police cars, anywhere that comes out of the police grounds, I'm going to record.
Okay.
The first officers step out and immediately reveal what they are really interested in. Instead of pointing to any law that had been broken, the first question they ask is, "Are you auditing?" That says everything. They were not focused on public safety or security. They simply wanted to label FB and treat him differently. FB replies that he may or may not be auditing and that he does not wish to answer. That is exactly the correct response. He is under no legal obligation to explain himself, and the law does not require him to answer that question. Since they could not point to any offense, the officer changed tactics. He warned FB not to film personal vehicles and then tried to pressure him by saying, "It's a courtesy thing." But courtesy is not the law. It was simply an attempt to make FB feel guilty for doing something completely legal. Instead of relying on legislation, the officer relied on emotion because he had no legal basis for his demand.
Can I ask the purpose of what you're recording?
For my own purpose.
For your own purpose?
Yeah.
And can I ask for any ID?
No, you can't. Okay. You can ask, obviously, but...
Stay off the road, because I don't want you to get run over by accident. I don't need,
I know you're only looking out for me, but I've been walking up and down for God knows how many years, I can look after myself.
You've done this before then, have you?
I might have.
Yeah?
I might have.
Right.
Have a good day, lads, thank you.
Good day.
Thank you. You're dismissed, lads. Why not?
Do not film me, I'm not giving you my permission.
I don't need your permission.
Please.
You touch me, you'll be in trouble, okay? I do not consent to any touch. I politely refuse. Listen, I don't know who you are. Could you step back, please, and leave me alone? No. Well, if you touch me, I do not consent to touch, and you will be arrested, okay? So,
really?
Yeah. What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
I'm laughing at you. You're a fool, not me.
You're balaclava.
Yeah, so what? Let me just get up and stand back away from you. Yeah, I am.
The moment the off-duty officers stepped outside, they exposed how little they understood the law. Demanding that FB stop filming because they had not given permission is simply wrong. In a public place, permission is not required to record. One officer then claimed that FB was intimidating people. That argument falls apart just as quickly. Public Order Act offenses require threatening, abusive, or disorderly behavior. Quietly filming from a public pavement does not meet that standard. Harassment also requires a repeated course of conduct, not a single encounter. They even tried to make an issue out of FB wearing a balaclava. But wearing legal clothing is not reasonable grounds for suspicion. Officers need objective facts, not personal opinions or assumptions. The biggest problem is that they approached FB first and then claimed they felt intimidated. You cannot create a confrontation and then use your own discomfort to justify your actions.
Who's not writing their head here?
Him here.
I don't think
Your
so.
mate here. He's not writing here for calling members of the public fools. Are you an officer here? Are you? Shit, man. Are you an officer? Go on. You touch me, and I'll lay you straight up the floor.
Oh, yeah,
I will, yeah.
Threatening us now,
Yeah. You go on. I said, you touch me, I said you'll be in trouble. Go on, I've got everything on camera. He just got all aggressive, you can see it in his face, and he wants to do something. Do something.
I do.
Go on, do it. Do it. You must think I'm scared of you.
I'm not.
I'm not scared of you, don't worry about that. I'm here minding my business. And you know it's an offence to lie to the police, you know that, don't you? An arrestable offence. We've got a very aggressive gentleman here. I'm standing here minding my own business and they approach me. Yeah, calling me a fool. If anybody's the fool, it's him.
This is where the off-duty officers completely lose their professionalism. After one officer calls FB a fool, FB challenges him. Instead of staying calm, The officer rushes forward with a clenched fist in a clearly aggressive manner. That is not professional behavior. It is intimidation. His actions show that he was not interested in having a respectful conversation. He wanted to scare FB into backing down. When FB calmly says he will defend himself if attacked, the officers immediately twist his words into a supposed threat. That is a complete distortion of what happened. The officer was the one escalating the situation. As soon as FB asserted his legal right to defend himself, they changed the narrative to make themselves look like the victims. It is a classic example of creating a problem and then blaming someone else for reacting to it.
If you want to hit me and you want to do something because you're very, very angry, I encourage you, you do it. And I'll hold you accountable. This is going to be a Karen and Ken video, this is. Excuse me, lads, could you tell me if this gentleman's an officer, please?
Figure out if yourself, mate.
Alright, cocky boy.
Sorry?
Alright, cocky boy.
Figure out if
What are you being cocky for? What are you being cocky for? What are you being cocky for? Go and do your thing. Go and do your thing, you're dismissed. See you later. Hey, he got an attitude, hasn't he? What's the matter with him? Now we've got flashing blues here. Yeah, go on. Everything's on camera, so what you do? No, not at all.
When more officers arrive, FB asks a simple and reasonable question. Are these two actually police officers? Instead of giving a clear answer, he is told, "Find out yourself." That is not transparency. If officers are about to take action against someone, that person deserves to know exactly who is involved. Without properly questioning FB or fully assessing the situation, the officers quickly move to arrest him. During the arrest, FB is rugby tackled to the ground with significant force, despite not attempting to run away or actively resist. The force used appears excessive and unnecessary. Instead of following proper procedure, the officers rushed straight to physical force. The situation became even worse afterwards. Although FB was the one tackled and restrained, he ended up facing charges of resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. This shows how quickly the story can change once officers write their reports. Suddenly, the person subjected to force becomes the accused. The charges themselves appear questionable. Resisting arrest normally requires active resistance, not simply being present during an arrest. The assault allegation is also difficult to reconcile with the available footage, which appears to show the officers as the main aggressors. Once those allegations are written into official reports, however, challenging them becomes extremely difficult. FB later admitted that he was still an inexperienced auditor at the time. That honesty is important. Greater knowledge of police powers, arrest procedures, and legal requirements could have helped him challenge the officers more effectively on camera. Asking officers to clearly explain their legal grounds, necessity for arrest, and identification leaves less room for misunderstandings or inaccurate claims later. What this incident highlights most is the importance of officers applying the law objectively rather than reacting emotionally. According to the footage, FB was filming in public, not committing a criminal offense. The confrontation appears to have started because officers were unhappy about being recorded rather than because of unlawful behavior. The off-duty officers crossed the road to confront him, became increasingly aggressive when challenged, and then portrayed themselves as the victims. Name-calling, aggressive body language, and losing self-control are not the actions expected of professional officers. The uniformed officers then had an opportunity to calm the situation and conduct an impartial investigation. Instead, they relied heavily on the information they were given, declined to answer reasonable questions, and proceeded with the arrest. That decision ultimately shaped everything that followed. The court proceedings placed FB in the difficult position of defending himself against official allegations. His experience demonstrates how challenging it can be for members of the public to contest police accounts, especially when they lack experience with legal procedures. In the end, the incident serves as a reminder of why knowledge of the law, professionalism, and accountability are so important during police encounters. Peaceful filming in public should never become an unnecessary confrontation. Public trust depends on officers applying the law fairly, proportionately, and without allowing personal feelings to influence their decisions. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps the channel continue producing independent content. Also, be sure to check out Filming Britain using the link in the description and show him your support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.